I just wanted to welcome you. My name is Eliasoph. I'm President and CEO of Village Roadshow Entertainment Group Asia. Our forum today, Making Films in China for the China Market and Beyond, is something we're very excited about, particularly because we have a stellar group of speakers and panelists who have come from Hong Kong and mainland China to help us with this event. We wanted to thank our co-host, Screen Singapore, for staging this wonderful event and for the support they've given us in putting the program together. Village Roadshow Entertainment Group, feels privileged to stand before you as a long-term participant in Singapore's film industry. Our parent company, Village Roadshow Limited, established its first Singapore cinema in Yishun in 1992 in partnership with the Golden Harvest Group. The Golden Village cinema chain is now Singapore's largest. I know that our colleagues at Golden Village find it thrilling to distribute and exhibit films from around the globe in what is one of the world's most multinational, multilingual, and sophisticated film markets. As producers of Hollywood films, we have always prized the direct connection we have with the audience here in Singapore and throughout Asia for the movies we make in Hollywood. And with the establishment in 2011 of Village Roadshow Entertainment Group Asia, we now have the additional excitement of bringing our Chinese language productions to audiences in Singapore and elsewhere in the world. I hope some of you had the opportunity to see our first Chinese language release, Journey to the West, when it released here in Singapore during Chinese New Year. When our group CEO, Greg Bassler, spoke here last year about our China market entry strategy, we already had several films in production but hadn't yet released any. He nevertheless expressed confidence that our strategy of producing Chinese language films principally for the China market would prove to be a good one. Well, it turned out we were right. By some combination of luck, timing, and a bit of experience and hands-on involvement, our initial releases, Journey to the West and Say Yes, were much more successful than we had imagined. And this success has bolstered our confidence and given us more incentives to dig down into China and build more ambitious film slates and take a few creative risks during the years to come. We currently have 5 films in active development, several of which will start shooting in 2014. We're very proud to present today a distinguished group of speakers and panelists who we view as our comrades in arms in our quest to win the hearts and minds of the Chinese audience. Everyone speaking here today has had long years of experience in the Chinese film industry, and I would imagine that they would agree with me that this is the most exciting time to be a part of it. And I'm sure that they, like us, believe that more ideas, more participants, more cross-fertilization will lead to even better filmmaking, more growth and globalization of China's film industry, and better films for audiences in China and beyond. So I hope you enjoy the show. And I'd like to introduce our first presenter, Ms. Amy Liu, Vice President of EntGroup China. For those of you who don't know EntGroup, it's China's leading entertainment research and consulting company, providing data, market research, industry research, and strategic consulting in film, television, new media, entertainment marketing, and animation. Amy herself has had over 10 years of experience in entertainment and media. After holding positions at Sun TV, CCTV, Phoenix New Media, and Ogilvy, she joined EntGroup as Vice President. With experience and resources in film, television, music, talent, and advertising, she's worked with Chinese and global clients, including China Film Group, Bona Film Group, 20th Century Fox, Sony Pictures, and MPAA. EntGroup is the go-to place for up-to-date information on what's going on at the Chinese box office, and that's why we're so happy that Amy is here today.
Well, thanks, Ellen's introduction of me. Yeah, I'm Amy from EntGroup. It's very my pleasure to be here to give you an overview of Chinese film industry. So, as Ellen mentioned that EntGroup, we're a consulting company that will provide our intelligence and data for the entertainment markets in China. And so we also, these are our clients, we cover all the production, distribution, cinemas, and some new medias and other commercial and finance field in China. So now, let's come to my main topic. For this chart, you can take a look at there's a box office from different countries. And since 2012, China has become the world's second largest film theatrical market, within 2.7 billion US dollars of box of revenue. And there is a still distance to go compare with North America, indeed. But the growth rate of the China maintains the highest. China is set to surpass North America in very near future. And for the year of the 2013, we estimate that Chinese box office revenue will reach 3.7 billion US dollars. And the growth rate will keep more 30%. And everybody will know that in 2012, the new agreement with the Chinese government and the US, they allowed 40 more additional revenue share Hollywood movie into the Chinese market. As an immediate result, the total box office of the revenue for foreign films beyond that Chinese films for the first time in this year. So you can take a look at this chart for that. And then, however, during the recent 10 months, compared with 2012, the fewer imported film become monthly box office champions. In 2012, for the January to the October, the imported film compared with the Chinese film is 8-2. But now, 2030, the situation is changed to half and half. So, what's the film make that? And let's take a look what the film make the Chinese film achievement in this year. Here are some top grossing Chinese and foreign films in 2013 from January to this October. The top Chinese films are outperforming top foreign films now. They are mostly comedy and romantic films. The films are especially popular among the second and third tier cities in China, which are driving the box office growth indeed. And let's talk about the format of the of the movie in China. The 3D are performing well. The 3D films are performing well in terms of average ticket price and the box office revenue now. However, this trend will not continue longer. Why? Every year, EntGroup will launch a large-scale survey in Chinese region to collect the behavior and interest of the Chinese moviegoers. So this year, we found a very interesting result that the moviegoer that chose a film mainly because of the genre of the general cast and the movie reviews, and the visual and the audio effects are less important condition. So you can take a look at the left chart, the red in red circle that you can take the picture of that. Therefore, 3D films do not have advantage over 2D films that good story elements. And then, what's the Chinese moviegoer want? To understand the Chinese market, we have to know what Chinese moviegoer they want. Based on our moviegoer survey, the favorite genre are action, comedy, sacrifice, and romance. In reality, drama was the most producing genre. There were not enough sacrifice films for the Chinese market, which only take portion of 2.5%. So, of the total market of the China. So we can see that there is some gap between the supply and demand now. So I recommend you guys sincerely, maybe you can find a new blue sea in this area for sacrifice films now. And then let's come to the Chinese attendance. Okay. Let's look at some statistics about the large population of country in the world, the China. Total number of attendants in 2012 have reached 470 million in China. That's an increase of 27%. And now the Chinese total population is near 1,040 million. So the chart shows us means is in every 2 people, there will be 1 who had been cinema already. That's amazing. And let's come to the age of the Chinese moviegoers in China now. Let's come to the age of, to see the chart now. According to our annual survey, in 2013, the majority of them are younger than 30 years old, and taking near 55% percentage of the total population. The average of the Chinese moviegoer is steadily going down. 2 years later, we predict that the average age will become to 23 years old. So I think the movie of the youth for you will be better choice, maybe. And then for the Chinese screens now, let's take a look at the number of screens of China, which is crucial to tremendous growth now. We predict that number of the screen in China will approach 80,000 by the end of this month. And the cinema numbers of the Chinese market in this year will be approaching the 4,600. The screen number will continue to grow at a steadily trend. In our view, the capacity of the Chinese cinema market will finally reach about 40,000. So I think today everyone here just will interest about the opportunities for international collaborations with China. So obviously, co-producing with China is a great way to bypass the quota of the Chinese government. Also, as I mentioned, we're eager to abroad. Chinese film. The Chinese film are not do very well in China in overseas last year. This gave opportunities to our international filmmakers and producers who have a good experience in universal global telling. So let's come to the past and today and the future of the Chinese film industry. For developing our Chinese film industry, in the past, the big sectors lead the industry going on. Now we are paying attention on the second and the third-tier city market and the capital and the content and the intellectual property. And then imagine the future of the Chinese film industry. We have identified main driving forces being innovation, technology, and other ways revenues from non-theoretical windows. So last, let's go to the integrated. What was that? Another trend to watch the integrated media groups are emerging in China now. So companies, including the Huayi brothers, are acquiring their way upstreaming and downstreaming in the industry chain. And they combine more business, just like the online and wireless game and the new media. They want to put them together to get more market in China. So this is our EntGroup portal. Maybe if you want to get more information, our data from us, you can log in our portal. So thank you for your attention today. Thank you so much.